Imagine a country where a hat isn't just fashion, it's a secret code. One tilt says single, another knot says taken, and sometimes it means something in between. A place where homes don't just hug the water, they float on it, drifting with the wind, tethered only by tradition. Welcome to Peru, where the Andes kiss the clouds, where the jungle whispers ancient secrets, and where reality bends in ways you never thought possible. This isn't just a country. It's a living museum, a spiritual kaleidoscope, a wild rebellion against the ordinary. From shape-shifting islands and sky-high cities to foods, festivals, and folklore that defy logic, these are 15 of the most mind-blowing, expectation-shattering facts about one of Earth's most astonishing places. So tighten your boots, clear your mind, and prepare to be amazed. Because once you enter Peru, you'll never see the world the same way again. Number 13. How Peruvian women say I'm single. At over 12,000 feet in the Andes, in villages where the air is thin but the culture is rich, Peruvian women have found a way to wear their heart on their head, literally. Among the Quechua and Aymara peoples, especially around Puno, women use hats to signal their relationship status. A simple, round hat? That means she's married. But a colorful, beaded hat with tassels? She's single and maybe ready to mingle. Forget rings. In these highlands, it's all in the headwear. And that's just the beginning. Known for their striking beauty, sun-kissed skin, thick black braids, high cheekbones, and a gaze as calm as the mountains, Peruvian women rarely wear makeup. Their strength and elegance come from authenticity and a life deeply tied to the land. Their iconic polera skirts, often layered and vibrantly colored, aren't just for show. Each one tells a story of heritage, status, and sometimes a hidden romance. Number 12. The tribe living on the world's highest lake. High in the Peruvian Andes, where the air is thin and the sky touches the water, lies Lake Titicaca, the world's highest navigable lake at over 12,500 feet above sea level. But the real wonder? The Uros people, a tribe that lives not on land, but on floating islands they build themselves. These islands are crafted from totora reeds, stacked layer upon layer, nearly 6 feet thick, forming buoyant platforms strong enough to support homes, schools, churches, and entire communities. The reeds aren't just building material. They're food, medicine, and warmth. Crunchy and fibrous, they're eaten like vegetables, believed to cleanse kidneys and retain heat in the freezing nights. Even the Uros boats are made of reeds, shaped into dragons, pumas, and birds, echoing the spiritual creatures of their myths. Some say it feels like stepping into an Andean version of ancient Egypt. Number 11. A natural oasis in the Peruvian desert. In a land dominated by vast deserts and blistering heat, imagine stumbling across a lagoon so green and perfect it feels like a dream. Welcome to Huacachina, a natural oasis hidden in the heart of the Peruvian desert, surrounded by sand dunes towering up to 300 feet. This isn't a resort. This isn't CGI. It's one of the last natural oases in South America, nicknamed the Emerald of the Desert. Just a 4-hour drive from Lima, Huacachina offers a cinematic escape. Dune buggies roaring across golden hills, sandboarding down sweeping slopes, and golden sunsets that light the oasis like a painting. Legend says the waters are protected by a mermaid, an Inca princess cursed to remain beneath the lake, guarding its magic. Number 10. A country with drawings only visible from the sky. Imagine walking across a vast desert and having no idea you're stepping over one of the world's greatest mysteries. Because in southern Peru, some of the most astonishing artwork on Earth can't be seen from the ground. They only reveal themselves from the sky. Welcome to the realm of the Nazca lines. Etched into the arid plains over 2,000 years ago, these massive geoglyphs cover an area of nearly 500 square kilometers. Over 300 geometric patterns, 70 animal and plant figures, including spiders, whales, hummingbirds, and monkeys, some as long as a football field. What's baffling is how they've survived, intact for millennia, thanks to the desert's perfect preservation cocktail. No rain, no wind, no erosion. It's as if nature itself built a museum. The Nazca people didn't carve or build, they simply swept away the dark stones to reveal the lighter soil underneath, creating a sharp contrast that still stuns pilots and scientists today. Number 9. The highest traditional market in the world. Welcome to the edge of the sky. At over 14,200 feet above sea level, higher than Colorado's tallest peak, on the legendary road from Cusco to Lake Titicaca lies La Raya, the highest traditional market on Earth. There are no glass storefronts here, just rows of simple stalls bursting with vibrant Andean colors, deep reds, golden oranges, sky blues, woven into scarves, cloaks, and ancient patterns. Here, the vendors are Quechua women and men wrapped in tradition, warmth, and smiles. Conversations happen with gestures, glances, and maybe a calculator or two. You'll find baby alpaca scarves softer than silk, hand-stitched bracelets filled with symbolism, and wool hats spun from stories. And if you're lucky, a real llama might wander by as you shop, beneath the snow-covered Vilcanota mountain range, where your selfie becomes a postcard. Number 8. Llamas, Peru's cultural and daily life icon. In Peru, llamas aren't just animals, they're legends on 4 legs. These gentle, wide-eyed creatures are part of a family of 4 native camelids: llamas, alpacas, vicuñas, and guanacos. And Peru? It's their global capital. Over 80% of the world's alpacas live here, roaming the Andean highlands like woolly royalty. For centuries, the Incas prized alpaca wool. They called it the fiber of the gods. It's softer than cashmere, warmer than sheep's wool, and feather-light. Today, a single baby alpaca sweater in Europe can fetch thousands of dollars, still a favorite on international runways. But the crown jewel? The wild vicuña. Its wool is the most expensive animal fiber on Earth, harvested only once every 3 years during a sacred event called Chaku. In the Ayacucho highlands, locals gather in colorful clothes, form human chains, and gently round up the animals. This isn't just sustainable, it's spiritual. Every August 1st, Peru celebrates National Alpaca Day with wool fashion shows, street parades, and alpaca contests judged like royalty. In the highlands, many families treat alpacas like pets, naming them, dressing them, even taking them to festivals. Number 7. Peru's unique reconciliation by handshake tradition. In the remote highlands of Chumbivilcas, near Cusco, Peruvians welcome the new year in a way you'd never expect. By fighting. Yes, every December 25th, the community gathers for a centuries-old ritual called takanakui, which means to hit each other in Quechua. But this isn't about violence. It's about clearing the air, resetting emotions, and restoring harmony. Got a grudge with a neighbor? A lingering tension with a friend or family member? In Chumbivilcas, you settle it with a handshake and then a friendly fistfight. Men, women, even teenagers step into makeshift rings, dressed in colorful outfits that mix native patterns with cowboy flair. Music blares, chicha beer flows, and the energy is electric. Only in Peru could a fist fight lead to peace. And only in Peru could such a tradition make the New Year not just a celebration, but a reconciliation. Comment 6 if you dare settle a score the Peruvian way. Number 6. Life in Lima, the world's driest capital. Welcome to Lima, a city built on sand but bursting with life. With just zero point 0.3 inches of rainfall per year, Lima holds the title of the world's driest capital city. And yet, it's anything but lifeless. Tucked between the Pacific Ocean and the Peruvian desert, Lima is a vibrant, sprawling metropolis where colonial charm meets modern chaos. By day, the streets buzz with taxis, tuk-tuks, and motorcycles, weaving through traffic like dancers in a desert symphony. The people here are warm, loud, and effortlessly friendly, a South American spirit seasoned with coastal chill. Along the cliffs of Miraflores, you'll find oceanfront promenades like the Malecón, where couples stroll through Lovers Park and paragliders float on thermals above the blue Pacific. Just minutes away is Barranco, a bohemian paradise filled with street art, live music, mythic bridges, and hidden cafes that spill poetry from their windows. Number 5. Peru, where every mile is a wonder. Most travelers come to Peru for Machu Picchu, but what they find is a land where every mile tells a myth. Hidden in the misty Andes, Machu Picchu was lost to the world for over 400 years until it was rediscovered in 1911. Its stones, fitted together without mortar, are so precisely aligned, not even a knife blade can slip between them. But that's just one piece of Peru's endless puzzle. A few hours away lies Vinicunca, the legendary Rainbow Mountain, painted naturally with iron red, sulfur yellow, and copper green. For a quieter experience, head to Palcoyo, a lesser-known rainbow range with equally stunning colors and far fewer tourists. Looking for deeper wonders? Visit Colca Canyon, twice as deep as the Grand Canyon, where Andean condors glide silently past your shoulder. Or stand in awe at Sacsayhuaman, a fortress built with 360-ton stones, arranged in zigzag lines like the teeth of a sacred jaguar. Number 4. Peru's festivals, the world's ultimate destination for culture. From February to September, Peru explodes in a kaleidoscope of color, sound, and tradition, making it one of the most festival-rich countries on Earth. It all begins with the Carnaval de Cajamarca in February, Peru's mountain version of Rio. At nearly 9,000 feet above sea level, the entire town transforms into a living painting. Parades, paint-throwing battles, dance contests, and costumes that mix ancient Inca symbolism with modern-day flair. Think Mardi Gras with an alpaca twist. Then, on June 24th, the city of Cusco ignites with Inti Raymi, the Festival of the Sun, a dazzling reenactment of the Inca New Year. Over 500 actors in golden robes march through the streets, honoring Inti, the sun god, with rituals held at the Sacsayhuaman fortress. Conch shells, stone drums, and ceremonial dances echo through the valleys, recreating a spectacle last fully celebrated over 600 years ago. In Peru, festivals aren't just celebrations, they're living heritage. From costumes to cuisine, chants to choreography, each one is a five senses explosion you'll never forget. Number 3. Cost of living in Peru, a budget paradise. What if you could live in a country with world-class cuisine, rich culture, mountains, beaches, and rainforests for less than a third of what you pay in the U.S.? Welcome to Peru, where the cost of living is as breathtaking as the landscapes. In cities like Lima, Arequipa, or Cusco, a comfortable one-bedroom apartment rents for just $280 to $450 per month. Utilities, electricity, water, gas, average around $50 to $70. That's why more and more digital nomads, expats, and retirees are choosing Peru not just as a travel destination, but as home. So what about you? Would you live in Peru for under $1,000 a month? Comment 1 for yes or 0 for no, and tell us why. Number 2, Peruvian cuisine. Every dish is a heritage. Peruvian food isn't just delicious, it's a living museum of flavor. With over 500 signature dishes, Peru is home to one of the world's most diverse and celebrated cuisines. In 2023, it was crowned the world's top culinary destination by the World Travel Awards, and for good reason. Start your journey with the national treasure, ceviche. Fresh raw fish cured in zesty lime, topped with chili, onions, and sweet potato, it's so iconic, UNESCO declared it an intangible cultural heritage. Peru even dedicates June 28th every year to Ceviche Day, a festival just for one dish. But the flavors don't stop there. Explore Nikkei cuisine, a marriage of Japanese techniques and Peruvian ingredients. Dishes like tiradito, smooth and delicate like sashimi, blend two worlds on a single plate. For dessert, indulge in suspiro a la limeña, the sigh of the lady from Lima, a creamy, cloud-like dessert as poetic as its name. Every dish in Peru tells a story. Every bite is a time capsule. And every meal is a chance to taste history. Number 1. Living on a gold mine, Peru's most unusual story. At the very rooftop of the world, hidden in the snow-covered Andes, lies one of Earth's most extraordinary towns. La Rinconada, the highest human settlement on the planet, sitting at a staggering 16,732 feet above sea level. That's higher than Mount Blanc and nearly 3 times the height of Denver. Home to around 30,000 people, this icy mining town clings to the edge of survival, built over a mountain rich in gold but poor in infrastructure. There's no running water, no sewage system, and temperatures rarely rise above freezing. But the people of La Rinconada adapt with snow-melting techniques, herbal water purification, and triple alpaca blankets to survive the chill. Here, the economy runs on an unusual system called cachorreo. Work for 30 days in the mine, for free. On the 31st day, you get to keep whatever gold you find. It's a high-risk, high-reward gamble, and for some, the only chance at a better life. And every February, during the Fiesta de la Candelaria, the whole town transforms. Monster masks, bright polera skirts, and cumbia music light up the frozen air, turning La Rinconada into the highest dance floor on Earth. Gold may lie beneath their feet, but it's the community's spirit that truly shines.